Hello, this is Master Hallmark, here to play Gavril. Now, other people have already played Gavril. I've already watched other people play Gavril. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But what I want to do today is I want to analyze his character as we go. So, let me double check, making sure everything's recording all right. Okay. I was going to do something completely different today, but my PC won't connect to the Wi-Fi, but my laptop will, so we're doing this. Let's see. First off, let's see if there's anything in the About section about his character. Gavril is a major character from my story, Bubo, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which I am planning to make more games for in the future. Bubo is an animated series on YouTube. You can watch it for free right now, and it's still fairly new, so you can catch up real quick, which I need to do. So far, I've only watched Punk Rap Poison, which has Gavril in it. Let's see, music credit goes to Lay Hart. I don't think you guys can hear the music here, though. We'll see when I go to editing. This program contains free software under a number of licenses. Complete list of software. So, let's see, options. What is your name? You wake up to a loud crash downstairs. Sounds like something broke. Wow, bold of you to assume I have stairs. If you could blame this on a pet or sibling, that would be great, and you could go right back to sleep. Unfortunately, you live entirely alone. You have no choice but to check it out. We all gotta go back to sleep at least once. Probably nothing. You close your eyes and doze off. You don't wake up again. And in one instant death. So that doesn't really tell us a lot about Gavril's character, except that he has no qualms about, eating people. This text. Go downstairs. Like, remember the point? You make your way downstairs, pretty confident in your ability to maneuver through the house in the dark. But the minute your foot touches the bottom of the stairs, you find it stuck in something. No matter how much you pull, something around your shoe only pulls back. Why am I in my shoes if I just got out of bed? You're scared to put your other foot down, smart, and you're unable to walk any further to turn the living room lights on. Our options are don't move, stay silent, and like I said, I've watched other playthroughs, but we'll go through this just so you see what happens. If you don't move, nothing will happen, right? Nothing will notice you. At least, that's what you hoped. You don't move a muscle, but it feels like something else is. Whatever was under your shoe was creeping around and over it, and moving further up, slithering around your leg, torso, arms. You swear under your breath, and accidentally drop your bat to flail your arms, trying to shake off whatever was on you. That's not very smart, but okay. It only persists, however, spreading further until it covers every surface inch of your body. By the time your brain successfully registers, you are in real danger. The unknown substance covers your mouth and drowns out your screams. Oddly enough, you don't feel any pain. You can't feel anything. Everything is numb. You eventually lose consciousness. That's another variation of instant death. What that tells us about Gavril is however his slime works, it is numbing and basically swallows you up, dissolving you. So hypothetically, he could kill someone without them even realizing it until they're like 1 second away from being dead, depending on... Well, I mean, I guess you'd still feel that there's... No, because it's numbing. I wonder if he kind of uses that to justify what he does a bit. Oh, it doesn't hurt. No, it's fine. It's a quick, painless death. One of the options is say something. Hey, whoever's out there, get the darn diddly out. Censorship can be fun sometimes. Please? There is a moment of silence after you kinda stupidly, called out to whoever or whatever could be in your house. The silence is broken by a chuckle heard not so far away from you, only confirming your worst fear. Use the phone's flashlight. You hold your phone in front of you and activate the flashlight, illuminating your surroundings. There's not really much to analyze, except, we can see the slime coming out from behind him. And he obviously does not like the bright light. Which, if you watch Punk Rat Poison, he doesn't really particularly seem bothered by lights. So I don't know if it's just the sudden light or what. I mean, we see him, then again, in the short, we only see him on a subway train and then down in a tunnel, so maybe he is bothered by light. You weren't sure what you were expecting, but I don't know how to pronounce that. Gavril is actually supposed to be Romanian. You can even hear his accent in the short, which I highly recommend you look it up. That is indeed a whole man in front of you. You notice whatever you were stepping on retreat and crawl away from you. So maybe this slime is bothered by light. You take the opportunity to swing the bat right for his head. The man collapses. He wakes back up in the dining room. Huh. I'm alive. He seems pleasantly surprised. You weren't exactly looking to commit manslaughter, but if you swung any harder and at the right spot, you might have. Fortunately for him, you are more curious for answers than anything. He may just have to live with a concussion for a bit. You observe him silently as he takes his time to fully wake up and process the predicament he's in. And look, we even got him a little glass of water. He struggles to move where he is, thanks to the zip ties around his wrists. You must really want to talk to me. Are you lonely? Imagine waking up tied up and that's the first thing you say. So, I don't know if this is a coping mechanism or if he's just genuinely this snarky. So we're going to explore all the different options. So if we click this. You took the time to tie me up, didn't you? If I didn't, you would still be doing Lord knows what in my house. But I am still. That little side glance in your house. This guy sucks. Why haven't I called the cops yet? You fiddle with your phone on your lap, hoping the stranger doesn't notice. You're going to call the cops, aren't you? I'm surprised you hadn't already. You really are lonely. He just keeps on talking. You look down at your phone as you're so close to dialing 911. So close. But if you did, you wouldn't be able to find out what's wrong with this guy. Why he's in your house of all places. So you put the phone down. Wise decision, my friend. I guess I can't call you my friend yet if I don't know your name. If the stranger was going to entertain your questions, you figure the last thing you should do is make him upset. It's Hallmark. Well, Hallmark, I'm Gavril. I would love to shake your hand right now, but, well, I don't think I want to touch your hand after seeing all that nasty stuff around you. Or from you? You shudder at the idea of that stuff being inside him. Oh, don't mind all that. It's hard to explain what it is, really, but you don't have to worry about it for as long as I am satisfied. Promise. Let's go with, are you satisfied right now? You have a feeling you know the answer to this already. It would be more satisfying if you untied me. This position is very uncomfortable. Let's see what happens if we call the cops. Yeah, let me just get some scissors in the other room. I'll be right back. Other room? Yeah, I have those. Hallmark, there are already scissors in this room. I can see them right there. Shoot! I do leave my scissors out, so he probably would. Oh. Ah. You're right. Let me get those then. Your heart is pounding. You did not think that through. Wait, why are you so nervous? It's not like he can do anything tied up like that. The music stopped in the game, by the way. In case you're wondering. You're perfectly safe. I am not. Aren't you? You take a deep breath or get up. Or try to, anyway. Your feet can't move. Wait, hold on. You look under the table at your feet, only to see that pitch-black mass crawl towards you. It slides under your shoes and curls around them, and then up your legs. I'm about to get one of the bad endings right now. I can tell. You begin to kick at them in a panic and attempt to get up from your seat, but you're stuck. What the heck, man? I'm trying to get the scissors. How are you doing that? Stop! I think you know what to do to make it stop. No, you can't let him scare you like this. You grab your phone and immediately dial 911. You continue to kick at the mass in the process. Hello, police? Please help. There's an intruder in my house. You were so focused on the phone and on the black sludge making its way up your body, you don't even notice Gavril right next to you, snatching the phone out of your... Okay, so this is actually a great scene to analyze, because we basically just learned he could have gotten out of that at any point. He was being nice, asking, will you please let me go? He was giving us a chance to save ourselves. He's out of his restraints? Yeah, he could have gotten out the whole time. He was playing along. He hangs up the phone call and drops the phone onto the floor. How did you... You'll find out soon. What? You look down at yourself, shocked to see the black mass has covered most of your body now, having reached your torso and creeping towards your neck. So you really don't feel it much, because if you don't notice it going up your... all the way up to your torso... You try to move, but to your shock, you have lost all feeling in your limbs, so it does act as a numbing agent. It was hard to tell where they began or ended while coated like this. Everything felt numb. You're paralyzed, watching yourself slowly consumed by the substance. What is happening to me? You're helping it grow, Hallmark. I guess this is another way to satisfy me. Dang. Or rather, it. So he seems to view the slime and himself as separate entities. Every cryptic explanation of Gavril makes you want to puke. Why is his name lowercase? I wonder, is there like a reason for that, or was it just a typo? You can't seem to feel your stomach anymore anyway. Ugh. The mass reaches your face and continues to cover every surface inch of your head, muffling your pleas and obscuring your view of Gavril. The feeling is suffocating, and you figure with the last moments of consciousness that you are no longer yourself. No longer myself. Interesting. So am I actually being eaten, or am I becoming like one with the mass? Delayed fate. Okay. And I forgot that I could save, so gotta start freaking over. I'm gonna go with Darling, because it would be really funny. What happens if I answer maybe? Ah, so you are. Well, I'm here to keep you company. If you untie me, I'm sure I can reward your honesty. What kind of reward? There's only one way for you to find out. This guy sucks. Why haven't I called the cops yet? Fuck. So let's just go ahead and untie him. This is for the best, you hope. You won't regret this, you hope even harder. You reluctantly get up to grab a pair of scissors, the ones he saw earlier, and cut the zip tie around Gavril's wrists. He immediately stretches his arms above his head and takes off his hood to fully reveal his face. He looks totally different without the hood on, just saying. Ah, so much better. Thank you, darling. If it's a chat you want, it's a chat you'll get. Cool. Okay. I mostly just need to know, why did you break into my house? A friend led me here. We're both pretty hungry, so he might have smelled something good. I don't know where he's run off to now that I think about it. Wait, there's more of you? It's not comforting your house is a potential buffet. Oh, he and I are nothing alike. For one, he is a rat. A rat. you are friends with a rat. Wait, I remember he had a tail, just like a rat! What are you talking about? It takes a moment to process what you might mean. Oh, you mean my... That's not a tail, it's more like a third arm. Was he blushing? Not that there is anything wrong with tails, or rats having tails. Why don't we ask what that is? Makes it easier to steal food, no? The one I'm going to select does lead to death, but it does offer some insight to his character. You're not getting food, especially not after you broke that vase. You don't seem like someone who can pay that back. But I haven't eaten all day. He looks almost worried. You said you'd keep me satisfied. And I promised you would, and you promised you wouldn't be any trouble if I untied you, which I did. So stop complaining. Dang, that's mean! You untie me and leave me hungry. Are you sure about that, darling? Huh? The more I think about it, you suppose the implications aren't exactly in your favor. Well, you're not a cannibal, right? No, I would not label myself as that. Frick, he is one. Gavril seems to read your mind as he watches you slowly get out of your seat. There's the little jump scare. So, this part I find interesting is him saying he doesn't label himself a cannibal, which can mean a few different things. It could mean he's uncomfortable with the implications of what he does. It could indicate that he doesn't consider what he is doing eating his victims. Or it can implicate that he's not even human, and thus, by definition, technically is not a cannibal. Now, if you watch the Punk Rat Poison short, there is a scene where an agent asks Gavril if the slime is controlling him. Gavril laughs a bit, then he gets shot in the shoulder, and you actually see slime come out. And, like, right here, like, I don't know if you can see the mouse arrow, but on his mouth, you can see slime coming out. On his hands, you can see the slime. So there is a possibility that he is the slime itself, but he tends to refer to the slime as a separate entity throughout the conversations. Again, there's more yet to come out. The the series is still very new. I need to actually watch the shorts. I've only watched 2 of them so far. You don't have to steal anything. Look, I'll get you something to eat. This seems a little more in character with me. Maybe save some for your friend too, wherever he is. You're too kind. Yeah, you really are. What should you get for him? In reality, I've got leftover spaghetti in my fridge I'd probably give him, but... Fruit! This guy clearly needs nutrients. I don't have much fruit right now, but... You head to the fridge to take out a bowl of fruit and set it on the table in front of Gavril. He holds the apple in his hand and... Whoa, what? His tongue lolls out to lather it in. The same black stuff that has been tormenting your curiosity this whole time. So at the very least, the slime is in him. We don't know if it's controlling him, or if it could very well just be a part of his body. It's such a gross sight, but you can't seem to look away. You watch the goo entirely coat the apple, and in a matter of seconds, it's gone. Gavril withdraws his tongue back into his mouth. Why didn't you eat it like a normal person? Apples are so hard to chew. It's easy. You're this way. What about the banana? You want to watch me eat a banana? What? Pretty sure that was a dirty joke. Never mind. Anyway, you actually use the black slime to eat things? Gavril grins back, answering your question. The only thing you can think about is how you were stepping on that stuff not too long ago. You could end up just like that apple. And we see! Yes, that is what happens. How does it work? Is it, like, acidic? Okay. No, I don't think it melts things exactly, but it kind of works like that. So we know it doesn't really melt things as far as Gavril knows, and it does numb its prey. It's so hard to explain. I am not a scientist, but my cousin is practically one, so I'm sure he would know. He is very smart. I'm assuming your family doesn't know about all this yet? That's a very personal question. Family is a strong word. It isn't a strong word. It's literally what cousins are. Not in good standing with them, huh? I can see what. Oh, I don't think that's your business. Okay, I'm gonna... I feel like this is gonna lead to death, but okay. Holy crap, that's so mean! I'm not reading that. You are making chatting very fun. That is what you want to do, yes? Look, I just don't see why I have to cater to you when you're the one trespassing on my property. Because you are afraid of me. Yes, I am scared to death that you can eat me with your goop thing. I don't think I can learn anything more about that from you. The music stopped! That's a bad sign! So how about you leave, alright? Peacefully. We both have what we want. Now go. The hell is over? For a moment. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this ending now. You wake up to discover your wallet missing and your fridge rated of food. Can we blame him? That was such a mean thing to say. Yes. Sorry, you're right. So all that slimy stuff, do you control... Here's some important info. Yes, it's been so useful. So he says he controls it, but it's hard to say if it is a tool or a friend sometimes. So the slime might have its own bit of consciousness, even though Gavril controls it. Which you can actually see in the short Punk Rat Poison, because he's like talking to a little rat in an alleyway, and then the slime goes towards it, and Gavril actually has to stop it and then tells the rats not to follow him for their own safety. Pity that this guy has such a warped perception of friendship. For a moment, you entertain the idea to unironically be his friend, before you quickly snap yourself back to rationality. Why do I want to give him a hug? So does it keep you company? Can you communicate with it? I'm not sure, honestly. So he's not entirely sure how the slime works. Like, is the slime connected to his body? Is it a separate entity? Those are probably plot details that are going to be revealed later as this series goes. Easy to tell if it can feel anything but hunger. Wait, what? Darling, I have to go soon. I have a lot of traveling left to do, but I don't mind that I made a pit stop here for cheap. I gave him the fruit! Alright, I won't keep you any longer. Gavril gets up and makes his way to the front door. You watch him with an uneasy expression, but you suppose he has no reason to stay and continue to intimidate you. La Revedere? Darling? Maybe we'll cross paths again in the future? I wouldn't count on it. You nervously wave goodbye and breathe a sigh of relief knowing that it will soon be over. You're shocked you're even still alive. So that is this. Best of all, you can finally go back to sleep! So the spared ending. Okay, so let's go back to here. Don't have to steal anything. Cheese! He is friends with a rat. You head to the fridge and take out a plate of cheese. Is putting cheese on a plate a normal thing? I usually keep it in like a bag or something so it doesn't get dried out. Set it on the table. He immediately lunges for it to dig in. Oh, I love cheese. How did you know? Just a hunch. In an instant, the cheese is gone. He really was starving. Interestingly, there's no mention of him using the slime to eat. So I wonder if because this is a food he actually enjoys, he went out of his way to eat it like a normal person, if quickly, so he can actually enjoy the flavor. Ah, I forgot to save some for my friend. It's okay. If I see him around, I'll give him some too. You're not sure if you really mean that. So, why are you breaking into homes for food? By the sounds of it, you might be the lonely one here, considering who he's friends with. Can you blame me? I'm a hungry guy with no money. There are so many ways to get a free meal that isn't just stealing from someone's fridge. I prefer to do it the fun way. Okay, so he enjoys doing this. Or he could be lying, I don't know. Well, tonight wasn't fun for you, was it? Getting tied up and all. There's a dirty joke to be made there. No, it was still fun. Oh, there's a dirty joke to be made there. I got cheese after all, okay. You've made me very happy, darling. Well, isn't that nice? Still, a feeling nags at you that you're incredibly lucky to be in this position unharmed. So, all that slimy stuff, do you control it, or... Yes, it's been very useful. Yep, we saw this dialogue with the fruit path. So I gotta call out to him. It's actually part of getting the ending. Nice look on you. Compliment the tail. And yeah, he's blushing. Let's see. Maybe I am. Up. It changed. Maybe I am. So he probably was lying about the doing it the fun way bit. Oh, yeah. As much as I love my rat friends, it does feel nicer to talk to an actual person that won't run away. So he's probably really isolated. And like, isolation is not good for the mental health. There are entire studies on the subject. Like you. I feel like I can really call you my friend now. Are you sure about that? We just met. And you broke into my house. Maybe it was fate that led me here to meet you? You even knew my favorite food. Maybe. Maybe you're right. It has been kind of nice just chatting like this. Even with how scary this whole situation has been. We're both lonely, I guess. Well, we don't have to be lonely anymore. And I could get to eat cheese every day. You're starting to wonder if this is about you or the food. Shoot, am I his meal ticket? Are you saying you want to stay here? Gavril, I don't want a roommate. I don't have room for a roommate. What about more than just roommates? And he's blushing again. As in, not a roommate. You said you liked my tail. So I thought, okay, let's save this. So if I put, I didn't mean it like that, what does he say? You may be right. So that just goes back to, so, alright, I'll give you a chance. Just don't break into my house anymore, alright? Yes, totally the way to start dating. I've been doing it wrong this whole time. I just need to wait for a guy to break into my house. I don't think I would be able to anyway. I just have so much traveling to do, but long distance is fine with you, right? What are you getting yourself into? So, hang on. It's pretty clear in Punk Rap Poison he's very much on the run. Because, you know, government agents hunting him down. Gavril takes a slip of paper and pen out of his coat pocket to scribble something down. He slides the paper to you. Here's my number. You should call or text me or send pictures anytime you like. So I do want to note that it is nice that he actually gives you the phone number instead of asking you for yours. Because a lot of people, they tend to do that. They'll just be like, hey, give me your number. And they don't understand why that might be a little uncomfortable and how much pressure that can put on someone. I'm always available, I promise. You slowly nod your head, not quite processing how quickly this was happening. This man was as lonely as it gets. And considering his friendship values, you doubt his perception of romance is any better. Do you, have any hobbies outside of larceny? Oh, I can play guitar. I wish I brought it with me so I could play something for you right now. Right now. You can send recordings later. And I am quite good at playing games, just tag and hide and seek. Yes, this is what you want to hear from the home invader. Noted. I'm so happy, darling. I know I have to go soon, but I'm so glad to have met you, even if it meant tying me to a chair. Gavril hops out of his seat and prances toward the door. Love was clearly in the air. That freaking gremlin energy right there. Bonus ending. Love? Question mark? But wait, there's more. Yes, and we can feed him chi. So obviously he's still a fairly new character, so there's not a ton to analyze. But some things of note. We don't know how much he controls the slime and how much it does its own thing. And we don't know how long he's been isolated for. It seems almost like he's... I'm sorry, I'm very distracted by the cheese. Like, he's probably been living like this for a while. And one thing that's interesting to note is you only get the romance option if you call out to him from the stairs before turning on the flashlight. So I wonder if, like, something about you calling out to him, you know, particularly caught his attention. I don't know, maybe he just likes the sound of the player's voice. I'm gonna pause recording to gather my thoughts and feed him more cheese. Cheese. Okay, so I looked up if anything was supposed to happen with the cheese game. According to the creator, the only thing that happens is at 69 points. That's when the rat shows up. So I want to note that this is official art from the creator. So I think that there's some symbolism with him being connected to the rat, which I'm going to try to cover in a later video. So I'll see you guys in the future.